Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to solve one more placement practice question, and the question is print the Fibonacci numbers. So we have to print the Fibonacci numbers, and in what way it has to be printed? Print the Fibonacci numbers up to specific number. So they are going to specify a specific number. So whatever the number that is given, so based upon that number, those many number of numbers in the Fibonacci series has to be printed. So that is the question asked, and how we are going to solve that. So this is the function that is given. So literally what does that mean is, what the question means is, we'll check once again. For example, here the num is equal to 5. Num is equal to 5 is given, means we have to print the first 5 Fibonacci numbers in the Fibonacci series. So it is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. This is what it has to print. For example, if it is 7 given, means it has to print 0, 1, 1, 5, 8. So that has to be printed until 8. All first 7 numbers in the Fibonacci series has to be printed. Okay, so now let's solve this problem. So we'll try to understand this problem, this program, and we'll try to verify if there are any mistakes in the program or not, and we'll do the corresponding changes. So here int I, long int sum has been given. Long int num1 has been given. Long num2 is equal to 1. So these are the values that are assigned, and here the for loop is iterating starting from I is equal to 1, and it is iterating until I less than num. So how many times does this, the logic is there within this for loop, how many times does this for loop has to iterate? It has to, we have to verify that also, whether the values are iterating at the right way or not. So in order to execute, in order to get the correct output, this for loop has to iterate for 5 times. In our case, as the num is equal to 5, it has to iterate num number of times, but it is not iterating those many number of times. It is 1 less than the value. 4 times it is iterating in this case, because it is starting from 1 and it is less than num. Less than num means less than 5, and it starts from 1. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. There it will stop, but it has to iterate for 5 also, means 5 times. 5th time also it has to iterate. So for that to happen, we have to make the necessary changes. There are 2 ways to do it. One is here you can give this value I with 0, means starting from 0 we can iterate from 0 to 5. Less than 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times it will get iterate. Otherwise it is going to be I less than or equal to num. Here we have to keep it I is equal to 1, and the other option is I less than or equal to num. With that also we will iterate for 5 times. Okay, so we will iterate one after. We'll check for all the values and check whether this logic is correct or not. Are there any mistakes or not? Okay, so now here the value of I is equal to 0, sum is equal to 0 initially, num1 is equal to 0, and num2 is equal to 1. So these are the initial values. Okay, so now here print percentage d num1. So is it the right, are there any mistakes within the statement? We have to check every statement. Are they working according to the program or not? We have to check everything. So here the format specifier states it as an integer, but the declaration is done long int. The declaration, it states it is long int. So this format specifier has to be changed to LD, long int. The format specifier for long int is LD. Okay, corrections has been made. Now what has to be printed? Num1 has to be printed. So the first statement, num1 will get printed. What is the value stored in num1? It is 0. Okay, so we are in the first 0th I is equal to 0 iteration. In that first it has printed 0. Sum is equal to num1 plus num2. Now the sum is equal to, here sum is equal to num1 plus num2. So it is going to become 1. Okay, now num2 is equal to sum, n2, we will take it as n2. n2 is equal to sum, so what is the value stored in sum? It is 1. n1 is equal to n2, so here n1 is equal to n2, which is 1. Okay, with 0th iteration has been done. In the second iteration, where the value of I is equal to 1, now check, sum is what we have to print? We have to print num1. What is the value of num1? It is 1. Okay, in the when value of I is equal to 1, it has printed 1. Okay, sum is equal to n1 plus n2. n1 plus n2, sum is equal to 2. n2 is equal to sum. n2 is equal to sum, and n1 is equal to n2, which means this one. When value of I is equal to 1, these are the changes that are made. In the third iteration, where the value of I is equal to 2, here what's happening? What will happen? What will happen? So here num1 will get printed. Num1 means it is 2. So is it the right output? No. Here we are having 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Here we got 0, 1, 2. So there is a mistake in the logic. So what is that mistake? So printing is okay, sum is equal to okay, we have to sum the two values. So these are the two lines of code that are to be considered. First, what we have to do is we have to first assign the, before updating the value of num2 with sum, we have to first num value, num1 has to be updated with num2. That has to be done. So because if num1, okay, we will see while executing it, first num1 has to be updated with num2, and then num2 has to be updated with sum. So these two are to be in this way. So this has to be, so these two lines of code has to be swapped. So what should happen is num1 is equal to num2. Okay, first this line should be there, and after that num2 is equal to sum. This is the line. These two are to be swapped. Now we will verify it again. So whenever the value of I is equal to 0, num1 will get printed. So these updations are not there. Okay, so num1 is equal to 0. So what will get printed? 0 will get printed. And num1 plus num2, sum is equal to num1 plus num2. Here again, okay, here we are, sum n1 n2, and this is the value of I. Sum is equal to n1 plus n2. n1 plus n2 means it is 1, and n1 is equal to, here n1, now these lines are not there, we have changed it to this one. N1 is equal to num2, num1 is equal to num2. Here num1 is equal to num2 means it is 1, n2 is equal to sum means it is 1. Okay, in the second iteration, when the value of I is equal to 1, here num1 will get printed. Num1 is 1 will get printed. Sum is equal to num1 plus num2. So the sum is equal to 2, and n1 is equal to n2 means this one, and n2 is equal to sum means this one. Okay, see here, sorry, n2 is equal to sum means 2. In the third iteration, where the value of I is equal to 2, in that iteration n1 will get printed, here 1 will get printed. See, now we are in the right path. We'll check for the remaining values also. Okay, and sum is equal to n1 plus n2, it is 3, n1 is equal to n2, n1 is equal to n2, and n2 is equal to sum. In the third means fourth iteration, where the value of I is equal to 3, here n1 will get printed, so 2 will get printed, and sum is equal to 5, and n1 is equal to n2, so this is 5. N1 is equal to n2 means this one will be 3, and n2 is equal to sum means this one is going to be 5. In the last iteration, where the value of I is equal to 4, it has to print n1 is 3, and sum is equal to n1 plus n2, it is going to be 8, and n1 is equal to n2, so it will become 5, and n2 is equal to sum, so this one will become 8. So the final output is same as that of the expected output. So this is the expected output and the final output, both are same. Okay, so what are the mistakes that we have identified and we have changed? First one is it is 0. It has to start either 0 or it has to be less than or equal to num. So we have made the changes. LD means it is long int. Okay, that is the format specifier. And the third change that we have made is swapping these two lines. With that, the logic will come in the right way. Okay, so this is all about printing the Fibonacci numbers. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.